Welcome back, guys. It's me, the purple, the only purple. It's cut purple. Sorry if I suck a little today. I'm eating food right now.
Good evening. I'm Megan Moore.
And
Ooh.
I'm Jeremy Jones. Our main headline.
Play? New.
Starting!
Well, I don't care about that. We got a game to continue. It's time to go back to work. It's me, Jeremy Donaldson. I'm kidding. Jeremy Donaldson's dead, guys. Forever dead. And the up-ins come. You once again find yourself sitting in Bozeman's office. Everything is pristine and orderly, just how the fastidious man likes it. Though it's rare for him to be late, the door opens behind you just to imagine reasons why. Ah, Alex, thank you for waiting. It's almost been 6 years since you started working with us, Alex. A lot has happened in that time. From the fortunate incident from Mr. Donaldson to the Shrub's attack on this very building. He paused to look at you, you meet his gaze. And the work you've done in that time has been exceptional, not to mention your dedication and enthusiasm around the office. So I'm delighted to inform you that you've been approved for promotion. As of today, you'll be a senior broadcast engineer. Bozeman's beaming at you now. Thank you. Of course, in the pay rise, the role comes with additional responsibilities, and you'll have to work longer hours going forward. But you'll now be the primary engineer for weeknights, and in time we may put you in charge of engineering more shows for Channel 1. You have a bright future ahead of you, Alex. Congratulations. He offers a hand to shake, and you take it. Now get back to work, he said with a smile. You're pretty sure he's joking, but it is Bozeman after all, so you thank him again and head back to your studio. You might be able to start working on other shows? What could the future hold? Holy shit. When are we gonna get to the end of this? A foregone conclusion. It's late. It's been snowing all day, and unlike everyone else, you stayed inside as much as possible. But today, it's been nothing more than irritant. Still, tomorrow you got your day off and you might actually be able to enjoy it. Sam as always gets excited when they see snow. When they were younger, they'd wrap the kids up and take them out to play in it. It's been a while since that happened though. Something about the warm fire and the dark nights always makes you feel nostalgic at this time of year. The sound of the front door opening startles you out of thoughts. Hey, I'm back, Sam calls before finding you in the living room. Oh, the fire's going. It's lovely and cozy in here. They come and sit by you, leaning their head on your shoulder. Welcome home. How was your day? Sam sighs. Oh, you know, the usual. Spent the morning volunteering at the menu center, making myself useful. They'd pick up the position while unemployed, and I kept it going. Then in the afternoon, I went to see some friends in the old job. They're thinking of moving again, so we're looking at new places. What about you? Yeah, I'm good. I got nothing to work in that weather. Well, tomorrow, let's make a day of it. Go on a walk. Maybe I'll even drag you up to the top of the hill with the sled. And maybe we could race like the old days. I don't know. We're getting a bit old. You start to object, but Sam cut you off. Oh, you're only saying that because you know I'll win. They give you a winking kiss before getting up and going to the kitchen, calling back over their shoulder. Losers pay for the coca. You're very lucky to have Sam. How sweet of that. Oh wow, not very huge time jump this time. It's time for reflection. Why am I back here? Oh. It's been over 13 years since your dad died. You visited his grave a few times since then. Normally during times of stress, when you're trying to figure things out. When you just want some peace and quiet. Today is no different. You feel Sam's hand on your shoulder, giving a reassuring squeeze. You're grateful that they're still here with you. Just having him by your side always seems to make things easier. Patrick Winston. Wait a minute. Oh, that's fair. The craw of the raven catches your attention as it flies away. Charlie was only 8 when his grandfather died. He didn't really appreciate how big the loss was at the time, but as he got older, you did your best to pass on what your dad taught you. But now he's all grown up, he's actually starting to teach you, which is strange, but in the nicest way. You're proud of the man he's now become. Sorry. I am an idiot. Susie. Poor Susie. What you wouldn't give to have her back, even just to argue with you. She just wanted to explore the world. So curious, so full of life, until Liberation Night. Everything changed since then. So many lives destroyed. Your relationship with Chris has always been up and down, but of late, you seem to actually be getting along. It makes a nice change, and it certainly made life easier with Sam. But that's family. You gotta take good with the bad. Taking your mother into transition center was a difficult decision, maybe the hardest of your life. You're still not sure if it was the right one, but she's definitely not suffering any longer. And at the least, she and your dad are together now. Whatever happens next, it'd be nice to have her here with you, though. You turn away and to wander to the direction of the car. You can't control life, what happens, who lives, and who dies. All you can do is keep going and see what gets thrown at you next. What is life? It's not a series of decisions that define us, and we'll never know which ones would take us away and which ones would bring us here. Day 2600. Jeff is just the worst. Right. I hope this is a day I actually could kill the advanced leader. Fuck that girl. The finale? Oh wow, I actually do get to kill them. 7 years since the election.
Right. Let's try and get through this last one, Alex. For old time's sake. I know Advance have allowed your equipment to fall into disrepair. It's all gone wrong since they took over. Not that the alternative was any better. Those dangerous bloody psychopaths to disrupt. Still, the show must go on. One more time at least. Quick point before you start. We're still having a few problems with the machinery. Locking buttons, screens
Really?
flickering on and off, sparks and the like. I'm sure you'll manage without issue.
Another challenge.
Oh, and don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons these days. Make the most of it.
Okay, no worries.
How old are you then, Cole? Okay, here we go. Big smiles.
I've actually gained a year. I celebrated 44 last year, but it's actually this year. Brilliant.
You're 44.
I'm going in 5, 4,
Really?
3.
Good evening and welcome
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
I'm Megan, and I'm joined, as always, by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan, on the excitement scale.
Yeah, exactly. We have got so much SoCo stuff coming up. We sure do. We have celebrity chef Jordan Rankley, who will be cooking up a storm.
We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future.
And we'll be joined by a very special guest for a game of Wheel of Truth. And I'll even be showing you how to make your own Leaders' Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more tonight on The Nightly Show.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
Not over. We have grieved our loss.
Alan James! Alan James is alive!
Never fear it. There is no price too great for liberty. I can be silenced, but your thoughts cannot. And each day, just like before, we gain hearts and minds. Because the truth is like that. Irresistible. We're back. And we're only getting started.
Chef Jordan Rankley. But first, we know you love them, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely nightly show pets in Pet Corner.
Fine, suit yourself.
Well, Megan, first up we have our hamster, Lord Cheeks. Now, he's a squat winter grey with the scientific name Adipem stultus, and he lives here with us in this cage. Hamsters love hoarding, and they actually have special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now, hamsters are nocturnal, so we'll do our best not to wake him up. But let's just see if we can...
Clap! Everyone clap!
Well, the door has been left open. It looks as though Lord Cheeks has actually gone for a little wander. I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's viewer vote, she is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it is December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs. Well, oh.
You could have bite them, isn't you?
Those are our nightly show pets, Megan, both alive and well. Back to you.
Are you taking the piss now?
We'll check in on them, or some
No.
very similar animals at the same time tomorrow. Now then, I hope you're hungry, because if not, you're about to be. Patrick Bannon is with Chef Jordan Rankley, and they're going to be showing us how to knock up a delicious apple pie. It's time to go into the kitchen.
I think you might be using those sound effects a little too much there.
That's right, and I'm joined here by Chef Jordan Rankley. Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh. It's fun about all the arseholes. Yes?
Sorry? So, you own 6 restaurants. You've been awarded 9 Ballon
Is that
d'Or
Gordon
across your
Ramsay?
career, and you've worked alongside the best chefs in the world. Tonight you've got me. Oh, are you worried?
Am I fucking worried? Are you worried? Are you fucking worried?
Yes. So,
Don't
what are we
swear.
doing today,
We are
Chef?
Christian.
So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie.
Ooh, lovely.
It's got sweetness. It's got the acidity of the fruit, and then get the richness of that pastry. Incredible.
What are they doing over there?
Okay, so where do we start?
So, we're going to start by making our filling. So, we've got about 1 kilogram of fresh cooking apples here. Fucking beautiful. And we're going to slice these up perfectly.
No swearing.
Then, straight into the pan.
Your new show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on Friday here on Channel 1. So, tell us about that.
So, teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic knife skills. Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing?
What?
Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger.
Oh, don't worry, I've got spares. Right, so.
No swearing.
We've done that. We
Don't like
set this
that.
aside whilst we make the pastry. Yeah.
Yep. Bowl. Yeah? Okay. Sugar. Butter. We mix that together, and then a whole egg.
Okay.
What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are you-
Stop swearing.
Fucking egg.
Oh, no, chef.
No. Shit. Right. Mix that with
No
the-
swearing.
Okay.
No swearing.
So, what does the notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind?
Shit in bed. What's that? What is that?
Well, it's a bit lumpy.
Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it. Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling.
Okay.
Apples, sugar, cinnamon.
So, you own 6 restaurants across 5 territories. Which is your favourite?
Are you mixing that or fucking it?
What?
Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right, now we're rolling
No
out.
swearing, guys.
Bit of flour.
Not on my
To
household.
the dish.
I ran out of food.
And the filling goes next, right?
That was good.
Filling goes next.
Why are you watching this? Do you remember how it feels to be informed? To feel connected to what has happened in the world? Do you remember Jeremy Donaldson? Because I do. I remember how he died. And now I watch this excuse of a program and I realize he was 100% right. Disrupt's first martyr died protecting this show. If he could see it now, he'd wonder why he bothered.
And then brushing the whole thing with a beaten egg.
Lovely. Okay. Egg. Ta-da! What do you think?
Oh my god. You, come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that.
No swearing!
To tie my shoes after a fucking shit-kicking contest, you understand?
Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You, come here, you. You're the worst fucking thing to happen to food since cyanide. Do you know that? I tell you what. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck off.
Okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition, Visions of the Future.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
Well, that looks delicious. If you want to follow along at home, then make sure you write in with a stamped address envelope and we'll send you the fact sheet. So, Robin, look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition.
Yes, we challenged you to show us your predictions of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problems.
I don't know why I had to make them
They
laugh.
are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one.
It was so tough narrowing it all down, so we have some amazing runners up. In third place, drum roll please, we have Hamish, who's 3 from Lunwelly. He calls this Still Life and Future of God, and it really blew us away. Just look at the line work here, and I can really feel every passionate stroke of the brush.
If you look here, you'll see a beautifully rendered, what I thought at first was a smiley face or perhaps a cat. But I think if you really look, you'll see it's actually a representation of the seeming futility of death through the eyes of the living.
Indeed. He's also chosen to just leave a lot of it blank, which I think is really interesting. If you know Hamish and his work, of course, he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young, Megan. But next up we have our second place entry. So in second, drum roll please, we have Keith, 41 from Dungleys. Yeah, Keith, we were sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers, but still, he has sent in his idea of the future, which he's calling Ravaged Earth.
Indeed. He says in his really rather detailed notes, deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death where only the victor may breed. He also says at the bottom here, either that or about the same, but maybe a bit worse.
I really love his attention to detail.
Don't know why I made them
You
laugh.
can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, "Come back to me, Linda!" Oh, Keith. Maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not have left.
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner. All our runners-up will receive a day out at an inflatable Happy Land on an industrial estate just off the A40. Sorry about that, Keith. But our lucky winner will
What
get
is
a
it?
chance to
Drum roll.
change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality every day. And the winner is, drum roll please. Happy with that.
I've spent my whole life searching for truths. Sometimes I found them.
What is it, Alvin Challenge?
I used to rant about belief juice, a drug in the water. I was wrong. I admit that. It's not in the water, it's right here. In this screen, in this show. This is your belief juice. You drink it nightly, through your eyes, and it makes you stupid and asleep.
It's getting involved in the party, aren't they? This one seems to have gone a bit haywire in what I can only assume is an ominous sign of things to come. Lovely Lola. Well, if our
Sorry.
winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own, do keep sending them in, and yours could be displayed in our gallery here. Well done again to everyone who took part. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely home
Right. What I can tell, the machine's getting a bit worse for wear there, Alex. I expect your kids will be going downhill a bit more in this next
No,
segment,
come on.
so be careful. Don't take any unnecessary risks. To be honest, I handed in my notice this morning. So long as it finishes, the rest doesn't really matter anymore.
Not tonight. I'll get cars arranged for you both. Find me when you're done and I'll take you out through the loading
I just get to eat food. I'll take a B. Who the fuck is that? I want to see. Who was that guy again? Was that the actor? I thought I was like one of like a movie director or something. Oh, one turn out.
Honest account of my childhood, because in the new future, there's no need for secrets.
There was just so much injustice in the world, I realised, as Portia Hamilton Mann lured my best friend into the convertible her daddy had bought her for Easter. How had I failed to predict the perils of being the poorest postgrad in Poshborough?
Over the course of 3 compact discs or just 22 cassette tapes, you can experience a childhood under the old...
It's a revolution, Colin.
Well, can you ask them to keep it down a bit?
Jenny, where's Glyn? Can we get him out here? I'm not sure about this grandma one.
Oh, he's writing with our other guest at the moment.
I just wouldn't say grandma.
Grandmother?
Yes, grandmother's arsehole. It's much better.
Okay, everyone, if I could have your attention, please. Sarah just needs a word.
Apparently there's been some sort of disturbance near the studio. Now, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but I wanted to let you know that I've asked for extra security, and they're already on their way.
Okay, 10 seconds, so positions and pose.
Okay, this time you've said it.
Laughing, and we're going in 5, 4, 3.
I know.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
On the nightly show. I'm sorry, we were just saying we can't wait to taste Patrick's pie.
I don't know, I think I could wait.
Well, here it is, fresh out the oven.
Well, it does look amazing. Jordan, how did our Patrick do?
Well, let's just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole.
Well, you're
thank
lucky,
you for
eh?
that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in.
Okay. Whew.
You're lucky I'm eating food.
Oh my god. Oh lord. Oh, that's really something, Patrick. That's delicious. But now you better go and get ready for that next feature. Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with our celebrity guests. But I know what you're thinking. Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. Well-observed, viewers, well-observed. Well then, I better bring her out. Should I? The surprise guest? What do you think? Here she is, best-selling author, lawyer and thinker. She's only the blooming team leader. It's Julia Salisbury.
Prime Minister Julia Salisbury.
Oh, welcome, Julia.
Welcome home.
Oh, so good to see you.
Oh, Megan, you look incredible.
Stop it. I was just about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth.
That's right, it's that part of the show where we pit our celebs against each other to see if we can break them.
That's right, Robin. They're going to spin the wheel to pick around, and it could be anything from...
Is that his sister?
...to slap my face. They really have.
You look exactly like the the girl, like the daughter.
So up first we have Jordan. Let's give it a spin.
Here we go.
Okay, let's see what you've landed on. Okay, it's fact or fib. Jordan, is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
It's one fucking time. One
No swearing.
You did them a favour.
Oh, not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib? We've heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Oh my god!
Go on, why don't you tell us about it?
You absolute no, I can't. Okay, what
Alan James, what's up?
It's early morning as I record this. Maybe you'll see this tonight, or next week, or never. It takes a lot to even get these on the air. So many small acts of rebellion. But don't worry. The fact that you can hear this at all proves it.
I can't wait!
No! Honestly, raise my taxes. We're clearly not paying you enough.
Come to my dressing room after the show. We'll sort you out.
Oh, are you blushing, Patrick? Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
Blushing? I mean, I'm not blushing. Come on then, you, Julia. Spin the bloody wheel.
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm nagging.
Okay, here we go. It's Guess That Face. I'm going to show you a picture and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Julia. Oh, who's that?
Oop.
Oh my god!
Is that you?
Yes! Look, it was a very difficult time fashion-wise.
That hairdo is fucking hilarious.
No, don't. I think it's sweet.
I'm not swearing.
It's as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself there. Jordan, who is this? Does that look familiar at all?
Oh, wow! Well, I'm glad I was getting fashion advice from someone who managed to make 7 look like 85.
Shit, hell. Where did you find that monstrosity?
No swearing!
Right. We've got to move on. Jordan, let's have another spin. It's my go, Dad. You go on. Sorry, I'm so keen. Love this game so much. Oh, well, you're in for a treat. Yeah. It's fact or fish. Okay. If you look under your podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie. Now, I'm going to ask you both a question, and all you have to do is answer it honestly, or else you'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready for the question?
Yes.
Here we go. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one? Oh, what a cop out!
How is it?
Fucking neutral.
We made it.
No swearing!
My fucking mouth. Do you know how much these taste buds are worth?
Well, we've got time for one more quick spin, so go, Julia, go! Here we go, my goodness. Okay, so, Julia, take a look in that box under your desk there.
I think Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game. Oh, bless him.
Julia, what have you got in that box? It's not cheese, is it?
Juggling balls? What am I supposed to do with these?
Well, give it a go for us.
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Come on.
Yes, let's all dance to a tune. Dance, puppets, dance.
She's doing it. She's fucking doing it.
No swearing!
Wow, that was so impressive. I have to say, unexpected. Well, gosh, that was our game of Wheel of Truth, and my God, wasn't that fun?
Okay, it really was, wasn't it? But now it's time to head over to Megan in Crafty Corner.
Are you taking the piss now?
That's right, you join me in Crafty Corner, where today I'm going to be ably assisted by Julia. Come
Sorry.
over here. Goodness me, I don't know how you're keeping your dinner down. I can still smell that fish.
Well, to be honest, I've had worse. I used to eat at Peter Clement's house.
Oh, well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on, because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? All of us there on the sofa.
Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, is that all you in there?
Yeah, it is. If we can just get a little zoom in, there we are. Oh, I don't know about you, Julia, but I always leave my holiday shopping to the last minute.
Oh, every year. I do it every year.
Well, luckily these make amazing gifts. Shall we get cracking?
Oh, yes, please.
We're going to start with a shoe box here. And Julia, that's it. Grab those scissors.
Where are you at?
Rid of this front
Adams.
Perfect. Will do.
Alan James.
In your house, Julia.
Yes, no, in my house we show our love through food, like big dinners, loads of drink.
Absolutely right. That's the best bit about any holiday. It's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right. Cutting along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home. Make sure you're being supervised if you are a child. There we go. Fabulous.
There we go.
Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white to match our lovely curtains here in the studio, but you can obviously have whichever backdrop you like.
Like a nice shiny gold number.
Well, exactly right. So we're going to make bits of our set now to put in the studio, perhaps a little desk. So I'm just going to grab this piece of card. I've just got it from a little cereal box packet. I think I'll give you this one, Julia. Shall I?
Thank you
There
so
you go.
much.
And all you need to do is cut along the lines there. Fabulous. So what's the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
I don't even have to think about it. Really? I love the 3 potato pie.
3 potato pie? I don't know that one.
You know, with the chips covered in the mash or wrapped up in a jacket potato.
What?
That just me that does that.
I don't know, but that sounds starchy. Well done, Julia. So now she's folding over a little bit there. What it's going to look like at the end is this little rectangular shape there. And we're going to pop it in the middle. A bit of sticky tape on the back there so it sticks down. Now we need a sofa. That's what we need next. We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup. Knocking it all over.
I got one though, Megan.
I'm just mindlessly pressing buttons. Don't mind me, guys.
Here, down the middle. Exactly right. Then when you've done that, around the bottom and again around the top. Well done. When you're done,
oh, there we go.
It's going to look a little something like this. And look what I've done there. I've stuck some felt down. Nice and comfortable sofas.
Yes, can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can we?
Absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Yeah. Well, there's only one thing missing, isn't there, Julia? What is that?
A higher caliber of guests.
Nearly. It's people. So all we've done to make our little people is we've stuck a cocktail stick into a bottle cap. We just need a face for that now. I've got a good one here. I know it well. It's me. Lovely. I'm going to stick it down there. A little bit of sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit lonely. Let's take Robin and Patrick over. Sitting down on the couch over there.
There you go. And well, I'll make myself just comfortable just there. Yeah, there we go.
And these, of course, are all made
Uh,
and cut out of our
who's in the corner?
papers or magazines, so you can have any guests you like. Julia, is there anyone else you'd like in a studio?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie from Heatrash.
Nice.
Yes, put that away. Yes, he's going to be teaching me choreography, and I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
And of course, you can decorate them however you want. Perhaps you're
Yeah!
the old look of our studio.
Oh, looks like we only have not much time left.
Or even a bit of retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by. Sorry, that's not supposed to be.
It's Jeremy Donaldson.
Well, we're out of time.
What's he got against what? It's Jeremy Donaldson.
When we come back,
Say his
we'll have a
name.
bunch of chat talking to
Say his name.
I just cannot wait. We'll be back after these messages.
And we're out.
Okay, before we suffer through the last... What's that? Seems to be a little kerfuffle in the corridor. One moment.
Hello?
Should we be worried? We've got the Prime Minister here.
It's good that she's here. She's the reason for the extra security.
Are we going to need it?
Possibly. they're back.
It's not very reassuring.
I know. Good thing I'm not your mum, right?
Who saw an unbelievable 191 births today. Though a nasty cold snap brings bitter winds overnight, so not all sunshine and rainbows.
Is that Spain?
Those in sight over territories 3 and 4 as a category 2 storm warning means we advise our residents to
That's Spain and Portugal. That's Iberia.
Though we're sure the happy parents of the 12 new children in territory 3 will be thanking their lucky stars for an excuse to stay home. Though of course, nothing to do with stars, more of a hot air cold air thing. Next,
That's literally Italy without the second boot.
It's bad, Mum. Not like before, so much more than we were expecting. And they're better organised this time. Like someone experienced is running things.
Well, we stopped them before, we can do it again. Thank you, Sarah.
One more thing, Mum.
Yes?
Apparently there's chatter about you. I've requested back.
Let's see what the next one is. 146.
I receive death threats like other people receive post. I've learned to take it all with a pinch of...
That's literally Germany upside down. It's Germany upside down, alright?
I have. I hope I don't have to. What didn't Bozeman tell you?
Tell us what?
Oh, I'm sure he'll tell you when the time's right. Forget I
You
said
could have used like more obscure countries like Albania or Vanuatu.
She shows love.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the Nightly Show, where it's time to get a little intimate with the Prime Minister on the couch of chat. Prime Minister?
You're about to get killed right on TV, by the way.
Maybe now's the right time to tell you that you're going to be seeing an awful lot more of me.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I am delighted to announce that starting next week, I will be the new...
Miss Salisbury, could you get ready to accompany me, please? Please remain in place, Mum. This won't take a moment. Sit rep.
We do apologise to our viewers at home.
Why is it so buggy?
Interruption.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
Right, understood. Everyone, please remain calm.
How can I help?
Can you clear everyone out of that area? Everyone.
Okay, everyone, if we could just clear away from these studio doors. Yeah,
There's
that's
14
right.
minutes.
Please.
Do those doors lock? Is that Colin with the headphones on? Hey, mate, can you lock the doors? Can you not hear me?
Colin! Colin!
You can't hear us.
I'll do it.
No, miss, too late. I'm law enforcement, load your weapons on!
You two stay at the door, lock it tight.
Alan James! Alan James! My God!
Now listen, there's no need for anyone
Sit back down!
Of course, whatever you say.
Are we still live?
Yes. Yes, we're live.
Good. It's time for some real news. You, mic me up. Is it working?
I just need to check.
Is it working?
Yes, it's working.
Good. Over there, on your knees. Now. You, next to him. Move!
You okay, Colin?
Shitty birthday. Not the worst one I've had.
I don't care, no swearing!
Let them go, Mr. James. It's me you want.
Don't flatter yourself. You're not the target here. You're just a bonus.
Oh my God, is it me?
We're not here to take out a person.
There's a bomb.
We're cancelling the whole fucking show.
Hey!
Which camera?
No swearing.
I know you're watching this. In your vans. Planning your counter-attack. Please. Try and control yourselves. Or,
What's wrong with me?
well, I'm sure you know the rest.
Alan, we can talk about this.
Oh, we will. I have a lot of questions.
There's no need for anyone to get hurt.
Where was that attitude during the uprising? You know, the night your thugs killed my friends.
There are innocent people here.
Says the woman who killed 14 million of them. No, I don't feel any great need to answer to you. In fact, get over here.
I don't take orders.
Come here! You move when I tell you to!
Why do you look like that? Jeremy Donaldson did not die for this.
Alan, don't do it. You're not an executioner.
What am I then, eh? You tell me, Megan Wolf, what the fuck am I?
Hey,
Just a man who's just
no swearing.
way in over his head.
Don't patronise me, you smug bitch! I'm not one of your little helpers! Get over here! Kneel beside her! You're just as fucking guilty as she is!
Guilty of what, you fucking psychopath?
All of it! She sat there, smiling, and let it all happen! Jeremy Donaldson died for this program. And she let it become this. Bread and circuses. Bread and fucking circuses!
Don't you say his name.
I beg your pardon?
I said, don't you say his name. You don't get to do that!
Alan James gets to.
You're the wrong person, love.
He was on the show.
She's the one that killed him. The first victim of her benevolent slaughter. Not the last, though.
All I am hearing is crazy.
Then maybe you should hear it from the source. Confess. Confess? Fine. Have it your own way.
Stop! For God's sake, stop!
Answer my questions. Or she dies next. Yeah? Then her.
Tell him what he wants to hear. Ask your questions.
Better. First question. How did you actually think this was all going to end?
In a better world.
Bullshit.
Hey, no swearing.
It's the truth! When we came into power, everything was broken. The system worked for so few. There was hunger and poverty and real pain. But you never saw that, Mr. James, because you were doing just fine, thank you very much. And my side, we were too weak, too meek. It was all good intentions and second.
I got censor.
And playing by the rules. Well, you know where playing fair gets the people.
I want chaos.
Fucking nowhere.
I want chaos. Hey, no
Someone
swearing.
had to be prepared to actually fight, to do what was required. So I did it. Because no one else was going to.
14 million people.
To save the 60 million here? What would you have done? Let us all starve to death?
You should have found another way.
There was no other way.
Is that how Peter Clement saw it?
Peter was weak. I loved him more than I have ever loved anyone, but he was soft. He wouldn't have allowed it to happen. And afterwards, he couldn't sleep. It haunted him. I think he would have killed him in the end anyway. But that's on me, Mr. James. What's on you?
We're not discussing me. Didn't you hear? Disrupt died on the night of the uprising.
Then how have we been watching you for months?
Watching me?
You're not the only one who knows how to get people on the inside. We knew you'd pop your grubby little head up again, and we've been collecting information just in case you did. There's a recording, a meeting of the so-called Disrupt leadership. Tiny hidden cameras, very high-tech. Perhaps the public should see what your bosses are talking about when there's no one else around.
We have people at the network jamming your signals, messing with your broadcast room. We'll stop you.
We have people too, and they've been doing this an awfully long time. Prepare the footage on screen 4. I guess it's up to the broadcast room.
You in there. If you play that footage, she dies.
Oh.
Play it, Alex. Play the tape. I've seen it. It's important. It's gonna blow us up anyway, so just play the fucking tape.
Hey, no swearing.
Lock the console. Don't let them play that tape. Take out those screens. What's happening? Eh? What's happening?
Well, how the fuck should I know?
Someone tell me, what do they choose?
They didn't play it.
They didn't play it. Well done, Alex. Good choice.
Yeah, Alan
You get
James.
to live. You, not so much.
Why did you do that? Why?
Because that's the only way it ends with people like her. She was never going to stop. Just her and her version of what's best forever. She was a narcissist.
I mean, what you're being shown here is already terroristic moves.
I know. But the movement will stand a chance. We'll all stand a chance thanks to people like Alex.
Oh, Alex is no hero.
But that's what heroism is. For people like us. There are so few times in a person's life where they face a decision that could actually make a difference.
You killed my son! Or my daughter. My daughter, sorry.
But in those moments, The choices we make combined with the billions made by everyone else. That defines us. We remake the world one small choice at a time.
Advance isn't just one person. They're going to have a new leader by morning.
Yes, but this one might be prepared to listen. We need elections. We need a choice.
How disrupt is that choice?
Well, I don't see any of you stepping up.
We step up every night.
Do you though? It seems to me you stopped doing that a while back. And even when you did, you just took snide pot shots and undermined everything. You constantly only tell us what's wrong, and it makes us scared and hopeless.
Says the man with a bomb strapped to his chest.
Go, go! Nobody move! You know how this works? I keep my thumb down on this, and we all get to have a peaceful night. Megan, come here.
Pathetic!
Shut the fuck up.
Don't you even want to know who's pulling your strings, what they say about you behind your back?
I said, nobody move!
Think you're a joke, Alan. They're using you.
I said, shut up!
And when you've done what they want, they're gonna throw you to the wolves.
It's in the tape, Alan.
See what everyone else sees, Alan. You're a joke, a nut job, a sad, pathetic.
Shut the fuck up.
No sparring.
Don't blame me. I didn't make the choices. I just played the hand I got dealt.
Well, this is not looking too good. That's it. Wow. I wanted chaos. Honestly. Well, I'm gonna see if I can do anything else with this before I end the video. I love Jeremy Donaldson. Paul Beaverstock, thank you. Beaverstock. There's just so many. Look at that. For an indie company, they had a lot of people. Malcolm James. We love Crazy Neil though. I didn't see him on the list yet. Not cool. Crazy Neil ex-wife, Rebecca Bird. Sarah March, Crazy Neil's wife. That was a lot of people though. Pleasure Corp's upward trajectory. I don't think I saw too much of Pleasure Corp. Crazy Needle is in the capital of 9th, 10th Wives. You know, so it's mostly indulgences. Russian voice cast. Holy shit. Chinese voice cast. But this is just a bunch of credits. Alright, well. What do we get now?
Welcome all of the boys and girls and everybody else as well to Frankie Fun's Wacky Fun House of Wax.
Is that Crazy Neil? No, it's not. It's Frankie.
Hey again! Oh, I'm Frankie Fun, and this is the Wacky Fun House of Wax! But where's Doofnut? Let's call for him.
Doofnut!
Hey, there he is. Are we ready for wacky, zany goofs galore?
I am.
I can't hear you, Doofnut.
Yes, I'm ready.
That's better. Now then. Whoa, it's the bonk alarm.
Kill. Bonk, bonk. Oh. An accord. Well, I guess we do have more content to get to.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
What is a telethon? I'm gonna research that really quick. I couldn't really see anything that. I couldn't really see anything that had anything to do with anything with telethon. But I'm gonna see if I can. Let's see what happens if I just go full advance, straight to the end of the game. But actually, I got an idea. Hold on, wait a second. I actually got an idea. How far do I go back?
Good evening. I'm Megan.
On my last campaign.
Our main headlines tonight.
Oh! Oh, I can do something. Alright, that's actually amazing. I'm gonna use this then. I'm gonna go all the way to this part of the game.
What a wild ride this has been.
I'm gonna override to existing.
Well, that's
We're just gonna get straight into the, you know, whole mess. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go right back to the, you know, the exact moment. I'm gonna play the tape this time. I'm gonna get to that moment, alright? I played it.
I visited Staslevigrad recently. What remains of it. You know, smoke still rises from some of the wreckage. Apparently it's too dangerous to send in men to put out the fires.
We have all lost that to which we were attached.
5 years, General, and still it burns. That is why this cannot be allowed to happen again.
Then we are all agreed. Once normality returns, we will proceed in a process of sanitization, Viscount.
My estimates suggest that we will need to expunge at least 45,000 in each territory, and if we are to be certain, many hundreds of thousands more. There'll be regional variations, of course, but the numbers will remain surprisingly consistent.
It will be an industrial procedure. We will need facilities.
Undoubtedly.
Oh, my people can deal with that. They're experienced in clandestine construction under challenging conditions.
But it will have to be all of them, General. The intellectuals, the radicals, free thinkers, anyone who does not understand and accept the natural order of existence.
Of course, Jacob. There can be no fertile ground left for these ideas to take root again.
There will be resistance. We should also consider relatives and close friends. They will no doubt have been exposed to dangerous ideologies anyway.
That could be millions of people.
Yes, but we can manage it. I mean, once the processing is up and running, we can streamline it.
You're certain you can manage these numbers, General?
Oh, yes, Viscount, possibly more. And then there's the transition centres. They can be easily repurposed.
Well, then, this is marvellous. Marvellous, gentlemen.
There is one other matter to discuss. Our colourful spokesman.
Mr. James. He's useful for now. His appearance works well for us with the common class.
But he'll have to go too, him and all his type.
Oh, yes.
On that, I think we can all agree. Let him dance today for the masses who clap and cheer, and then later we cut his strings.
Obviously, the face of the future looks nothing like Mr. James.
Yes. I remember when we had...
Mr. James is going through it.
We used to send them on a doomed mission. Gave their relatives something to be proud of. An honourable death of a loved one. Stop them asking some troublesome questions.
An excellent solution. Mr. James is full of passion. Let him consume himself with it.
Shall we turn to the matter of a new curriculum?
Bad choice, Alex. Kill her. Bad choice, Alex. No, wait. Better yet. No, wait. This is on you.
Songbird down! Repeat, Songbird down!
Everybody stop!
Lower your weapons.
Not our...
Think about this, Mr. James. No one else needs to die today.
I agree. In 4 minutes' time, a helicopter is going to land on the roof of this building. I will be making my way up there and boarding that helicopter. And then I'll be on my way. And as you so observantly pointed out, no one else will need to die here today. I imagine you'll be joining me on the roof.
You know I can't let you leave this room. Alan Stephen James, you are formally requested for dialogue. Under Section 12 of the Mental Health and Antisocial Activity Act, if you refuse to collaborate, I am clinically empowered to intervene. Anything you say can and will be used in efforts towards your betterment.
You're arresting me. Do you not see this?
A palliative advisor will be made available to you at no cost. Do you understand these advantages as I have expressed them to you?
You must be fucking kidding me!
The patient has refused to engage.
You have no power here! If I take my thumb off this trigger...
The patient is a clear and present danger.
I don't understand.
Centigrade received.
Alan!
Target neutralized.
No! There goes Alan.
Headquarters, I can confirm intelligence. The device was sabotaged by person or persons unknown. 4 civilian casualties present, including Songbird. Is anyone else injured? All other hostages traumatized, but otherwise unharmed. Why are these lights on?
We're broadcasting your live.
Control, I need transmission stopped immediately.
No, you can't just cut the signal. We have to say something. We can't just leave them. We have to say something.
I think everyone's seen more than enough.
Oh, wow. You definitely have. But still not a good ending. Huh. It really isn't a good ending.
Like a million instas, breaking the heart of widows and spinsters, smashing it up on everyone's tinders, and they wanna kill you.
A new song? Well, I'm not here for it. I'm here for the tape. Jesus is taking some time away from the spotlight and music journey and self-discovery at his parents' house. I have 2 things I want to do. Like, I want to... First things first, I want to go back to the rebellion. And I want to do everything I can to make it perfect. See what happens. If nothing happens, then I'll go back to Jesus. And then I'll keep this thing uncensored. And I'm going full advance. That's what I want to try to do here. But I'm going to keep getting these... Okay, I can skip finally. Pro-government censoring won't alter your broadcast score, but it'll be noticed.
This is Megan Wolf broadcasting across the frequencies. Clashes worsened today as violence between the North Capital Commune and the Riverside camp raged into the night yet again. The power has been out in most of the city for over 3 weeks at this time. I'd caution anyone who is still receiving this broadcast to avoid Trawler Street, where a violent group have taken over the former CCO headquarters and are said to be extremely hostile to outsiders. Meanwhile, the refugee encampments surrounding the ports have steadily grown in size as the ongoing fuel shortage continues to prevent ships from departing. We've also received word that the Borden clan of former East Grinchley are particularly active at night, raiding smaller settlements, so try to avoid that area if you can.
All right. Chaos reigns.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Well, let's get to the next part. Well, I'm getting new voices and stuff. I'm assuming. I did the 3 boosts in this time.
The little devil then?
Unfortunately not. The ferret struck again last night. When Ray opened the post office this morning, he found that every single stamp had been pre-licked.
My God! Some people have no decency.
Sadly, if we don't catch him before tomorrow, we may have to cancel the village fete.
Don't worry. We won't let that happen. Will we, Vicar?
No. Laura, tell me, why do they call him the ferret?
Some say it's because of his sneaky nature, but really it's because whenever he strikes, he always leaves behind the foul stench of urine.
Never fear, officer. We'll catch this pissy nuisance and save the village fete. Or my name's not Captain Danger Evans.
Whoa.
The community cohesion team are doing their best, but they simply don't have the smarts to solve this mystery. But I know someone who does. Someone who's about to blow this thing wide open. Me! Blackout!
It's the morning of the village fete. Thanks to theatrical convention.
I sure hope everything goes to plan. Oh, look! There's Mrs. Craven setting up her cake stall.
Whoa.
Look, there's the motorcycle display team setting up for a show that will be far too expensive for live television.
I'm going to set up the coconut shy. What are you doing, Vicar?
First, I'm running the tombola.
Boo.
I'll be selling forgiveness for money.
Aren't you judging the jams?
I couldn't possibly.
Well, that sounded like Mrs. Craven. Looks like someone sucked all the jam out of her donuts.
That damn ferret has struck again!
Whatever are we to do?
Although I'm very competent, I have no idea how to solve this case.
I guess we'll just have to cancel the fete.
Hold it right there, ferret.
Me? Have you been drinking from the fire extinguishers again?
Not you, the vicar.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Admit it. You wanted the village fete cancelled so you could have the day
Ooh.
off, didn't you?
I already have to work Sundays. I shouldn't have to work 2 days a week.
But how did you know?
Well, my first clue was the smell.
Yes, I do smell of urine.
Next, I noticed that the vicar's tongue was particularly dry, almost as if he'd been licking thousands and thousands of stamps.
Or perhaps eating Mrs. Craven's baking.
Which brings me on to my third clue. The vicar said that he had no more room for jam.
Almost as if he'd had his fill.
Precisely.
But you managed to figure it all out from that?
Well, I also found this at the scene.
That proves nothing. No!
Get him out of here, officer!
You did it, Captain. You could say you ferreted him out.
Bad joke.
Hey, come on.
Boo.
Party in my massive garden. I am doing well.
Thanks to you, we're all doing well. That was it, the final ever episode of the Notice Board. And
Wow.
what a way to end it. Thank you as always to Jeff, Philippa and Tommy. After the break, we'll be both dancing and learning. So don't change that channel. We'll be right back.
That's the ads. Well done, everybody.
I'm playing it.
Wow! What a brilliant run, eh? After party at my place.
What advert is this, Alex? I don't remember passing it for broadcast. I think you made a mistake there.
I've got 4 kinds of sausage.
You've probably seen me on the news.
Hey, you.
This was the break we were hoping you'd play our tape. It would have had the most impact here, but we know you played it earlier, and we appreciate the effort.
I did play it earlier. But I played it again though.
My parents are not rich.
One last push, Alex. We're closing in. One of the guests in the last section is working with us. You'll be asked to censor on our behalf. If you do it right, the final orders will be given. We'll
All right.
have 3 chances. Get at least 2 of them right, and we're going to win this thing. It's happening, Alex. Tonight we take it back.
They would do.
Well, I know exactly who to censor and how to do it, so I'm gonna leave it to myself and see what happens from it. All right?
Still here.
Well,
the Prime Minister.
I did everything I was supposed to do.
When there were people that needed help. Any team player would have done the same. I don't deserve praise for being human.
Yes, no accolades here. Or Palisades. Or lemonade. Right. So, is the situation now? Are we safe?
Yes, the security services performed their duties without hesitation, and I would like to assure the public that although there have been some injuries, there were no civilian deaths here this evening.
Oh, that's good news about the Sorry, did you say no deaths?
That's right, no civilian deaths. Just the 4 disrupt terrorists curtailed by law enforcement, who were, as always, so cohesive. If I may, I have a message for your viewers.
Of course, the camera. There's the speak there on the camera there.
Stay at home tonight. Do not become another casualty of war. Disrupt have had their moment, but as the dear departed Peter Clements once famously said, it ends today.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for those strong words of strength. Back to the studio. Megan, now in studio with Megan Wolf now.
God damn.
Patrick Bannon there, bravely
Still going
reporting
crazy.
from the front line of tonight's horrifying bombing. Maybe you need to get checked out, Patrick. Well, that brings us to the end of tonight's National Nightly News. But before we go, tonight's National Nightly News.
Victory is in sight, my friends. You have mobilized. You have come together. From our agents
We did it?
television networks risking arrest and getting those words to you, to the many hundreds and thousands
Where are you
gathering
so
to
far? I don't
invade
remember.
Team headquarters. As I speak, we are turning the tide, and it is time for change. Tonight we topple their regime, and we also silence their mouthpiece, Channel 1. Time to wake up.
No, we've seen that
Shadows,
before.
And they are not the overwhelming force they would have you believe. The military have been actioned, and well, it's pretty scary out there tonight. So stay at home and stay with Channel 1, because the team has assured this programme that the turbulence will soon be over, and we can once again focus our minds on building the new future with equality, fairness, and resources for all. My name is Megan Wolf. Let's make tomorrow better.
We've done it, Alex. Tonight is the beginning of the fall of France. Fighter jet at 11 o'clock. Charges brig, sir. Permission to detonate. Permission granted, old friend. We are going to detonate. Look out your window, Alex. See what you helped make happen. She's coming down.
I think it's the same thing. I don't think anything's changed. Let me see if it's actually the same thing, though. I'm gonna check the next, We've seen it already. We've already seen it before. I wonder if anything's changed, really. If not, then I'm gonna go all the way back to... I don't know. It's gonna be hard trying to find everything. I think it is just the same thing. I think it is. Oh well. Let me try to see if I can find anything else. So I've learned there is 4 separate ways. 4 separate ways to get to an ending, alright? And that is, it goes by 2 criteria. And the criteria begins with, is Alan James alive? And if Alan James ends up alive, which we did end up with Alan James alive, we end up going to that part of the segment. I'm pretty sure in the Uprising, if you don't follow Alan James's things, I'm pretty sure Alan James will probably die. And the second one is Jeremy Donaldson alive, which Jeremy Donaldson did not survive. So we got both Path A and Path B to Alan James alive, Jeremy Donaldson. So I'm going to try to do the exact opposite. I'm going to see if I can get Alan James dead and try to keep Jeremy Donaldson alive. I'm going to see how that goes. I'm going to figure out how to keep them alive and how to keep them dead. I'm going to just do a little bit of research and then we're going to try to do it. Just give me a minute. Alright, well I figured out what I need to do to get to both those points. Right now, I can get to a point right now. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get Jeremy Donaldson and Alan James dead. In the story that I have right now, we already have Jeremy Donaldson dead. We need to get Alan James dead. And I figured out how to do it. You just ignore his instructions. And honestly, that is surprisingly easy. So I'm going to do that tonight. Then I'm going to wake up. Then I'm going to do the other parts of the story. Because then we need to do the Jeremy Donaldson alive part of the story to get the other 4-ish endings. So I'm going to do this tonight. All we got to do is go to the Uprising. And we're going to do Jeremy Donaldson, Alan James dead. Oh, I should probably turn on the volume. I turned it off so I can read. Thankfully, I didn't get any spoilers. Alright. But I am going to go to the bathroom now. So just give me one moment. I'll be right back. I'm also thirsty. I want to get myself a drink again. Look at that. You know what? I didn't mean to unpause. You already know what comes from this. But I'm not gonna play anything. I'm not gonna play any of what.
Pick up. This is Alan James. The revolution starts tonight, Alex, and to be frank, we need your help. I know you've never been that sympathetic to our cause, but since the bombs, well, you've seen what happened. They have to be stopped, Alex. You know it in your heart, and tonight, well, it might be our very last chance. Play our tape at the second break. It's on your right. And please, when I hack in, let my message reach the people just once, just tonight, before advance can't be stopped.
Because I don't want to go on a date with your cousin, Colin.
What have you got to lose?
Exactly. Alright, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna show the end part.
It's all right once you get
When
past
I'm gonna show the end part, 'cause there's always something different happening there. But I'm sorry about the random pause.
Prime Minister.
Well, I did all the 30 minutes of nonsense.
Studio, Megan now in studio with Megan Wolf now.
Patrick Bannon there, bravely reporting from the front line of tonight's horrifying bombing. Maybe you need to get checked out.
Dang.
That brings us to the end of tonight's National Night News, but before we go, one final thought. Throughout the programme tonight, we've been receiving reports of disrupt activities throughout the territories. Through a series of coordinated attacks, these terrorists are attempting to undermine advances.
We've actually never seen this part, so I might as well play it.
Sources at team headquarters have told us that this placid revolution was not only predicted, but allowed to happen. Our government have lured disrupt out from the shadows, and they are not the overwhelming force they would have you believe. The military have been actioned, and well, it's pretty scary out there tonight, so stay at home and stay with Channel 1, because the team has assured this programme that the turbulence will soon be over, and we can once again focus our minds on building the new future with equality, fairness, and respect. My name is Megan Wolf.
Don't care.
We made it to the roof. Set up the rocket launcher. Let's silence the monster. Look out of the window, Alex. Watch the tower.
Oh my gosh! That was different. That was vastly different. Well, guys, Alan James is dead. A generous bonus. How thank you. Little you can't afford. You better hope. Well, guys, I'm just gonna go see what's next. An important review. Well, is there anything that has new changed? You said you were instrumental as a tool for the terrorist organization to undertake not only their various crimes, but a systematic spread of their misinformation and violence. Do you have anything to say yourself? Well, I didn't. Only joking, Bozeman chuckles, though neither you or Specialist Al Abels join him. Tuning to her, he continues, Alex is one of our best and brightest, greatest assets to the team. You'll never be involved in such shenanigans. He gives you a wink. I think we're done here. You can carry on with your day, Alex. We'll call if you need anything else. Well, that could have gone worse. Well, it's gonna be a lot of nothing lately. A banquet for some. It's your anniversary. Just keep spending that money. Why wouldn't you want to spend so much? Well, let's just go through the days. Job down like always. Manageable debt. Well, it's not the greatest, but that's the worst we'll get, so I'll take it. I wonder if there's anything, I'm just to see if there's anything new before I go into a whole new fiasco. By the way, I want to let you guys all know this will be the last episode. Well, I'm assuming you already see that in the title. Advancements, August Sisbury. Well, yeah, I'm gonna continue this tomorrow. I got better stuff to do, like sleeping. So I don't want to leave I will leave myself to it. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, and I'll continue this tomorrow. Alright, I'm back. It's the afternoon. But like I said, if you do want to see more of this though, I will redo this and do the telethon. I'll get some DLCs, and I'll do the other event where Jamie Donaldson's actually alive. But right now, we gotta play the game. I'm not gonna pause this time, because now that Alan James is dead, a lot of things can be different. But you could always just skip through and find out which part are the best. Alright. Look at that. New equipment.
Evening, Alex. I'm afraid we're in for another show of government-administered broadcasting, so I wouldn't expect much. Still, at least it's bring your daughter to work day, which should liven things up a bit. I guess with everything that's happening...
My daughter's dead.
A bit of a song and dance about the children we do have. Do your best, eh?
Look at that. It's Julia Salisbury. No more building.
At 10 p.m., it's time for Julia's Diary, where the ever-popular Prime Minister reads extracts from her diary in front of a warm fire. Then, at 10:30, it's the latest episode of our drama series, Betterment, which tells the inspirational story of Emily Dennisworth and the brave doctors and technicians struggling.
And this is Jenny. She's the floor manager.
Hi, Stacey.
That's Colin. He too much. Don't talk to Colin.
Not getting involved and bring your daughter to work, eh, Colin?
Nah, we don't believe in it.
All right, come and sit next to Mum.
Believe in what?
Just days.
How did it all go so right? That's followed by the territory.
Atta girl.
10 seconds, everybody.
Meow.
Monday's a myth.
That explains so much.
My cat's meowing.
Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3.
As we go over to Megan and the team.
Good evening and welcome to the NNN. I'm Megan Wolf. And who's this, you might be wondering? Well, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here at Channel 1. So I'm joined tonight by my foster daughter, Stacey. Say hello, Stacey.
Go fuck yourself.
Hey! No swearing.
All right then. Here are the stories that matter to you. First up, with Advance confirming that the nuclear fallout from the 20-week war is to blame
Let's try the other
for
one.
drop in birth rates across the territories, we asked you what keeps you going. I know that I, for one, was quite deflated when I heard about this, but reading all your submissions has really put the smile back on my face. This is from Sonia in Larkfordshire. I've had plenty of time to fill, so I've started a new hobby. Since I started knitting, I barely remember that 85% of the country is sterile. My record is this scarf. It's 124 metres long. Thank you for that. And if you've started a new hobby, do write in and tell us about it. Next up, you know how we love your uncanny comestible coincidences, and I don't know about you, but I think this one really takes the biscuit. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, Stacey. The things our viewers spot, or the unbelievable way our
Let's try the cafe this
are now
time.
able to feed every
Because
teen
we've already done the other
every
one.
single day. Catherine from Berkeldown sent us this, saying, I couldn't help but spot the face of poor departed Peter Clement in my fourth lager this morning. Or, I'm not sure if I see it, Catherine, but then again, I'm only on my third. Do keep those coming in. Come on, can you have a go? We've just got time for one more of your stories, and this one is an inspiring story of rehabilitation. That's it, just tell us who it's from, yeah, and then read it out. Okay.
So this one says it's from John in Stokely. Before I was convicted, I'd never read a single book, but since I was released from Betterman, I haven't been able to stop. I'm even working at a library, and on our lunch breaks, Mr. Wordyworth spell checks for my tattoos.
Ah.
We absolutely love hearing the way our neighbours and team members have been able to become better people. So do let us know your stories here. You can do this bit, Stacey.
No, you're right, thanks.
Come on, give it a try.
Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
I think it's the gala part.
Pace coming up here. You'll need to use the SFX buttons for the next segment, but advance have already selected when and what to use. Simple stuff. Just follow your government orders.
Got it.
First up tonight on the NNN, it's time to celebrate this week's team lottery winners live from the Shakespeare Theatre right here in the capital. We're going to hand over to Julia Salisbury. I suppose you don't think much of her either, eh, Stacey?
She's got a lot more going for her than you wankers.
Okay. Surprising vote of approval there from Stacey. Let's go live.
Oh, it's this part, the awards.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's...
Well, it's gonna be nothing again, so I actually am gonna pause. Sorry, guys. Well, we're back at the finale. Let's see what's different this time. I'm pretty sure it's just the third broadcast that always changes. But I'm gonna keep this on, just in case. It is the finale. A lot of things are probably gonna be different.
Another day, another piece of government claptrap. Honestly, Alex, sometimes I can't believe how far we've fallen. Or more accurately, how low this government has brought us.
Oh?
Still, best to get on with it, I suppose. We've had a few problems with the machinery lately. No doubt you've noticed. Locked buttons, screens flickering on and off,
Oh, yeah.
sparks and the like. I'm sure you'll manage without issue. Oh, and don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons now. Make sure to use them whenever they'd be appropriate.
It's Lil C's Lil Chats. And tonight, the former singer is asking Dr. Adrian...
We're gonna censor all of the curse words. We're gonna boo them like always.
What have you got me?
Nothing, Colin.
No, come on, seriously. It's not even a cake.
Sorry, no.
Okay.
How old are you then, Cole?
Okay, here we go. Big smiles.
I've actually gained a year.
Oh, wow, I didn't even know you could read that.
Last year, but it's actually this year. Brilliant.
You're 44. I'm going in 5, 4, 3.
Oh, look, it's my favorite.
Good evening and welcome
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
I'm Megan, and I'm joined, as always, by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan.
There's
On the
Patrick
excitement
Bannon,
scale.
my favorite.
Exactly. We have got
The
so
real
much
Patrick
so-pro
Bannon,
stuff coming
though.
up.
We sure do. We have celebrity chef Jordan Rankley, who will be cooking up a store.
We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future.
And we'll be joined by a very special guest for a game of Wheel of Truth. And I'll even be showing you how to make your own Leaders' Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more tonight on The Nightly Show.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
From the Channel 1 buildings in the heart of the capital, it's
Oh, shoes.
Nightly Show.
Right, let's have some applause on the way into the next section.
Paces by Chef Jordan Rankley. But first, we know you love them, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely nightly show pets in Pet Corner.
Splendid, that's the ticket.
Well, Megan, first up we have our hamster, Lord Cheeks. Now, he's a squat winter grey with the scientific name Adipem stultus, and he lives here with us in this cage. Hamsters love hoarding, and they actually have special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now, hamsters are nocturnal, so we'll do our best not to wake him up. But let's just see if we can... Well, the door has been left open. It looks as though Lord Cheeks has actually gone for a little wander. But I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's viewer vote, she is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it is December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs. Oh. Those are our nightly show pets, Megan, both alive.
Where's
and
my
well.
pet
Back to
at?
you.
Are you taking the piss now?
We'll check in on them, or some very similar animals, at the same time tomorrow. Now then, I hope you're hungry, because if not, you're about to be. Patrick Bannon is with Chef Jordan Rankley, and they're going to be showing us how to knock up a delicious apple pie. It's time to go. Into the kitchen.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
That's right, and I'm joined here by Chef Jordan Rankley. Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh. It's shame about all the arseholes. Yes?
Sorry?
What?
No swearing.
You own 6 restaurants, you've been awarded 9 Ballon Massifs across your career, and you've worked alongside the best chefs in the world.
No fucking, no shitting.
Are you worried?
No motherfucking.
Am I fucking worried? Are you worried? Are you fucking worried?
Yes. So, what are we making today, Chef?
So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie.
Ooh, lovely.
It's got sweetness, it's got the acidity of the fruit, and then you get the richness of that pastry. Incredible.
Wow, okay, so where do we start?
So we're going to start by making our filling. So we've got about 1 kilogram of fresh cooking apples here. Fucking beautiful. And we're going to slice these up perfectly. And then straight into the pan.
Your new show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on
Demon
Friday
Kitchen,
here
not
on
Hell's
Channel
Kitchen.
1. So, tell us about that.
So, teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic knife skills. Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing?
What?
Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger.
Oh, don't worry, I've got spares. Right, so once we've done that, we set these aside whilst we make the pastry. Yeah?
Yep. Bowl. Yeah? Okay. Sugar. Butter. We mix that together, and then a whole egg.
Okay, egg.
What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are your brains the size of that fucking egg?
Oh, no, Chef.
No. Shit. Right. Mix that with a wooden spoon and work in that flour, okay? Work that into a nice ball of dough, just like that.
So, what does the notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind?
Shit in bed.
Yeah.
What's that? What is that?
Well, it's a bit lumpy.
Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it. Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling.
Okay.
Apples, sugar, cinnamon.
You own 6 restaurants across 5 territories. Which is your favourite?
Are you mixing that or fucking it?
What?
Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right, now we're rolling out 2/3 of our pastry. Bit of flour. into the dish.
And the filling goes next, right?
Absolutely right. Oh, lovely. Then we're taking the remaining pastry, rolling that into a round, and that goes on the top. Beautiful.
Lovely, okay.
Right. Wash a bit of water around the rim. Beautiful.
Trying to watch the dang cooking show. It's hard when this thing's on my fucking screen.
And we're cutting 5 slashes very carefully with steam, and then brushing the whole thing with a beaten egg.
Lovely. Okay. Egg. Ta-da!
We're all laughing at you.
Oh my god. You, come here. Come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my tongue to tie my shoes after a fucking shit-kicking contest, do you understand?
Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You! Come here, you! You're the worst fucking thing to happen to food since cyanide. Do you know that? I tell you what. Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck off!
Okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition, Visions of the Future.
I think you might be using those sound effects a little too much there.
Well, that looks delicious.
What do you mean?
If you want to follow along at home, then make sure you write in with a stamped addressed envelope and we'll send you the fact sheet. So, Robin, look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition.
Yes, we challenged you to show us your predictions of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problem solving, they are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one.
It was so tough narrowing it all down, so we have some amazing runners-up. In third place, drum roll please, we have Hamish, who's 3 from Lunwelly. He calls this Still Life and the Future of God, and it really blew us away.
Bro, when we
Look at the
picked
line
the
work
fucking
here,
channel.
and I can really feel every passionate stroke of the brush.
If you look here, you'll see a beautifully rendered, what I thought at first was a smiley face or perhaps a cat. But I think if you really look, you'll see it's actually a representation of the seeming futility of death through the eyes of the living.
Indeed. He's also chosen to just leave a lot of it blank, which I think is really interesting. If you know Hamish and his work, of course, he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young, Megan. But next up,
They could be like actual news reporters. Like, this is actually quite impressive, I will not lie.
We have Keith, 41 from Dungley's. Yeah, Keith, we were sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers, but still, he has sent in his idea of the future, which he's calling Ravaged Earth.
Indeed, he says in his really rather detailed notes, deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death, where only the victor may breathe. He also says at the bottom here, either that or about the same, but maybe a bit worse.
I really love his attention to detail. You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, "Come back to me, Linda!" Oh, Keith. Maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not have left.
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner. All our runners-up will receive a day out at an inflatable Happy Land on an industrial estate. Just
Come on, do the meet.
A chance to spend the day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality every day. And the winner is, drum roll please.
No, beep beep. There it is. Oh.
You're 8 years old and you are from Smuggle.
Sorry, Disrupt.
Absolutely love your picture here. People's Parade. You've got folks walking together, just really celebrating the diversity of our society.
You've got people with all different flags, people celebrating their religion and their bodies, and there's even a game of sports board happening over here. That or some overzealous littering, it's hard to tell.
I love these robots having a little bit of a dance, getting involved involved in the party, aren't they? This one seems to have gone a bit haywire in what I can only assume is an ominous sign of things to come. Lovely, Lola.
Well, if our winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own, do keep sending them in. And could be displayed in our gallery here.
Well done again to everyone who took part. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely homemade gifts. Don't go away. We'll be back after this.
Right, from what I can tell, the machine's getting a bit worse for wear there, Alex. I expect things will be deteriorating even more in this next segment, so be careful.
We have the wheel, and then we have the final part, what actually matters. I'm just not looking forward to this part. That's the problem.
Find me when you're done, and I'll take you out through the loading bay.
This is like it's so dwarf. You know what? I'll let you guys just listen to that in the meantime.
Though a nasty cold snap brings bitter winds overnight, so not all sunshine.
I don't really have much to say. I actually don't know what's gonna
No
happen.
rainbows in sight over
Disrupt
territories
seems to
3
be
and 4,
really
as a
gone,
category 2
like
storm
really
warning means we
gone.
advise our
There
residents
seems to be
spend
like
their
very
Leaders
few
Weekend
members
indoors.
left.
Though we're sure the happy parents of the 12 new children in Territory 3 will be thanking their lucky stars for an excuse to stay home. Though, of course, nothing to do with stars, more of a hot air, cold air thing. Next, this front of warm smiles heads across Territory 5, who are still under a blanket of snow. Surely there'll be celebratory snowmen there tonight, as they also hit an impressive fertility peak of 23 new arrivals. And finally, an
Great guy.
honourable
Can we get him out here? I'm not sure about this grandma one.
Oh, he's writing with our other guests at the moment.
I just wouldn't say grandma. Yes, grandmother's arsehole. It's much better.
Okay, everyone, if I could have your attention, please. Sarah just needs a word.
Apparently, there's been some sort of disturbance near the studio. Now, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but I wanted to let you know that I've asked for extra security, and they're already on their way.
Okay, 10 seconds, so positions and pose. Okay,
That can't be good.
Laughing, and we're going in 5, 4, 3.
A bit more audience reaction would be nice, Alex.
We were just saying we can't wait to taste Patrick's pie.
Oh, I don't know, I think I could wait.
Well, here it is, fresh out the oven.
Well, it does look amazing. Jordan, how did our Patrick do?
Well, let's just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole.
Well, thank you for that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in.
Okay. Whew. Oh my god. Oh, that's really something, Patrick. Delicious. But now you better go and get ready for that next feature. Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with our celebrity guests. But I know what you're thinking. Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. Well observed, viewers, well observed. Well then, I better bring her out.
Oh, she will pay for this.
What do you think? Here she is, best-selling author, lawyer, and thinker. I mean, she's only the blooming team leader. It's Julia Thornbury.
Hey.
Less is more, Alex.
I didn't. What do you mean? I didn't play shit.
Megan, you look incredible. Stop it. I was just about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth.
Has the audience gone to sleep? Remember the SFX buttons.
Do you want more or less?
That's right, it's that part of the show where we pit our celebs against each other to see if we can break them.
That's right, Robin. They're going to spin the wheel to pick a round, and it could be anything from box of flies to slap my face. They really have no idea what's in store.
So, up first, we have Jordan. Let's give it a spin.
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, let's see what you've landed on. Okay, it's fact or fib. Jordan, is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
It's one fucking time. One time. Well, I think if that pie was anything to go by, you did them a favour.
Oh, not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib?
You absolute no. I can't. Okay, well, so don't judge me, okay?
No.
What I do is, oh God, I'm going to lose my job over this.
Oh, we're all friends here. Come on.
Oh, okay. So I only have one bra, okay? And so one day a week I wash it, and on that day, I can't wear it.
No! Honestly, raise my taxes. We're clearly not paying you enough.
Come to my dressing room after the show. We'll sort you out.
Are you blushing, Patrick? Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
I mean, I'm not blushing. Come on then, you, Julia. Spin the bloody wheel. Okay, here we go. It's Guess That Face. I'm going to show you a picture and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Julia. Oh, who's that?
Oh my God! Is that you? Yes. Look, it was a very difficult time fashion-wise.
That hairdo is fucking hilarious.
No, don't. I think it's sweet.
The mullet is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself there. Jordan. Who?
Oh.
Is this? Does that look familiar at all?
Wow! Well, I'm glad I was getting fashion advice from someone who managed to make 7 look like 85.
I look like I'm haunting the fucking place.
What are you talking about? Bozeman! What are you saying?
Have another spin.
Bozeman, do you hate Julia Salisbury now? I didn't change anything.
It's my go time. You go on.
I didn't change anything story-wise except for Alan James dying.
You're in for a treat. Yeah. It's fat or fish. Okay. If you look under your podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie. Now, I'm going to ask you both a question, and all you have to do is answer it honestly, or else you'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay? Are you ready for the question? Yes. Here we go. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one? Oh, what a cop-out.
How is it?
Oh, we made it extra fishy.
I need my fucking mouth. Do you know how much these taste buds are worth?
Well, we've got time for one more quick spin, so go, Julia, go!
Wheel of Truth.
Julia, take a look in that box under your desk there.
I think Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game.
Oh,
bless him.
Julia, what have you got in that box? It's not cheese, is it? Cheese! It's not cheese!
Juggling balls? What am I supposed to do with these?
Well, give it a go for us.
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Come on. Do it, do it,
I want
do
to
it,
do it.
do it, do it. Oh, she's doing it. She's fucking doing it.
Wow, that was so impressive. I have to say, unexpected. Well, gosh, that was our game of Wheel of Truth, and my God, wasn't that fun?
Oh, God.
My God.
Wasn't it? But now it's time to head over to
What are you,
London and
Bozeman?
grab-
Shut your fucking mouth. Bozeman, shut your mouth.
But today I'm going to be ably assisted by Julia. Come on over here. goodness me. I don't know how you're keeping your
I
diet
didn't
down.
change anything. I've been doing the same
To be
thing.
honest, I've had worse. I used to eat at Peter Clement's house.
Oh, well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? All of us there on the sofa.
Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, is that all you in there?
Yeah, it is. If we can just get a little zoom in, there we are. Oh, I don't know about you, Julia, but I always leave my holiday shopping to the last minute.
Oh, every year. I do it every year.
Well, luckily these make amazing gifts. Shall we get cracking?
Oh, yes, please.
We're going to start with a shoe box here. And Julia, that's it. Grab those scissors. I just want you to get rid of this front panel here.
Perfect. Will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Oh, yes. No, in my house we show our love through food, like big dinners, loads of drinks.
Absolutely right. That's the best bit about any holiday. It's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right. Cutting along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home. Make sure you're being supervised if you are a child. There we go. Fabulous.
There we go.
Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white to match our lovely curtains here in the studio, but you can obviously have whichever backdrop you like.
Like a nice shiny gold number.
Well, exactly right. So we're going to make bits of our set now to put in the studio, perhaps a little desk. So I'm just going to grab this piece of card. I've just got it from a little cereal box packet. I think I'll give you this one, Julia. Shall I?
Thank you
There
so
you go.
much.
And all you need to do is cut along the lines there. Fabulous. So what's the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
I don't even have to think about it. Really? I love the 3 potato pie.
Free potato pie, I don't know that one.
You know, with the chips covered in the mash or wrapped up in a jacket potato. That just means it does that.
I don't know, but that sounds starchy. Well done, Julia. So now she's folding over a little bit there. What it's going to look like at the end is this little rectangular shape there. And we're going to pop it in the middle. Bit of sticky tape on the back there so it sticks down. Now we need a sofa. That's what we need next. We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup.
Knocking everything over.
Knocking it all over.
I got one though, Megan.
Good, fantastic. I'm just going to cut along the line here, down the middle.
Okay, Bozeman does not like.
Around the bottom and again around the top. Well done.
I low-key thought he was talking about me.
There we go.
But he has something against my girl Julia Salisbury.
Felt down. Nice and comfortable sofas.
Yes, can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can
Well,
we?
absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Yeah. Well, there's only one thing missing, isn't there, Julia? What is that?
A higher caliber of guests.
Nearly. It's people. So all we've done to make our little people is we've stuck a cocktail stick into a bottle cap. We just need a face for that now. I've got a good one here. I know it well. It's me.
Lovely.
I'm going to stick it down there. A little bit of sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit lonely. Let's take Robin and Patrick over.
We love
Sitting down.
Patrick
on the couch.
Bannon.
There you go. And well, I'll make myself just comfortable, just there. There we go.
And these, of course, are all made.
What
and
the
cut out
fuck?
of our favourite newspapers or
Why'd you do that to her?
Any guests you like. Julia, is there anyone else you'd like in a studio?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie from Heatrash.
Nice.
Yes.
Ronnie from
Yes,
Ronnie
he's
of
going
all
to be
people.
teaching me choreography, and I'll be teaching him
Oh,
foreign
was that dude?
policy.
And of course, you can decorate them however you want. Perhaps you're a bit, I don't know, nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there. Or even a bit of retro red.
Oh, look at that.
I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by... Oh, sorry,
That's-
that's not supposed to be...
I can't. The sheer. This has to be seen.
I'll be on the couch
Ba-
chat talking to some of
Bozeman, what are you talking about?
Wait, we'll be back after these messages.
Alex, listen to me. I've seen what's on this footage twice. It needs to be broadcast. Nothing else matters. I'll try and get it queued up for you. Be ready.
I guess Bozeman is the one who wants me to do enough for him. Interesting. Bozeman's gonna give me two endings, maybe 3. I gotta figure that one out. I think I know another ending I could do like extremely quick. I'm gonna see if I can get fired. Or go homeless.
It's an honest account of my childhood, because in the new future, there's no need for secrets.
There was just so much injustice in the world, I realized, as Portia Hamilton Mann lured my best friend into the convertible her daddy had bought her for Easter. How had I failed to predict the perils of being the poorest...
We just want Disrupt to win? Well, Disrupt is gone. Or you just want Advance. It's probably Advance gone. Disrupt is probably already gone already.
Under the old regime, and like me, understand why we can never go back.
Oh, the horror. 15 minutes.
She does look awfully comfy.
Of my career, and I
Ugh,
sustained my
too
high
fucking comfy.
Signals up. Let's get set.
I'm just saying it's my fucking parking space.
Yeah, well, I didn't see your name on it. Oh, grow up. Was the extra stuff from your car just too much?
Bollocks. You got the nicer dressing room.
You always get the pastries first, but you don't seem that bitchy about it.
Absolute rubbish.
Look, I think we both know why you want the closer space.
That's 10 seconds.
What is this saying? Does that even what do you mean? Listen, it's a punch.
You're going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the Nightly Show. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Julia Salisbury.
Later on, we're going to be unveiling an incredibly important piece of music. But first, it's time to get comfy here on the Couch of Chat.
Every night we sit down with our guests and put your questions to them. Tonight, our guest is Julia Salisbury. That's me.
That was my line.
So, if you want to join us here,
Yeah,
on
why
the
take your
Big
lines?
Couch, the Big Chat, then all you have to do is call the usual number, and you could be here with us in audio form.
So, guys, I was on my way to work today, driving along, and a huge song came on the radio. Let me be your toaster.
Oh, popped up to say I love you.
Exactly. So I'm singing along, having the time of my life. The song ends, and the DJ goes, "Gosh, a real golden oldie there." And at that moment, I just wanted to burst into flames.
Oh, but your ancient bones were just too dry.
No, guys, this is serious. Honestly, I think I'm too old for the music charts.
So tonight, we're talking about what are you too old for? First on the line, we have Simon Dempsey from Dallington.
Hi, Julia. Simon here.
Hi, Simon.
What are you getting too old for, Simon?
Bullshit.
Sorry?
Bullshitting.
Oh, that
Oh.
was what you said. Okay, well,
No
you can
swearing.
be more obvious. Thanks, Simon.
He's right though, isn't he? I find this all the time. It's getting harder and harder to play these games. I just want to shout, "Shut up!" to the cabinet ministers constantly.
Oh, I think we can all relate to that.
Oh, come on. I was going to switch to that one.
Else find themselves on dates, wishing you could skip all the small talk and just get to the point.
Oh, don't call it that on my show.
No, you know what I mean.
Well, next up we have Paula from Stopford. What are you just too old for?
Oh,
Oh.
yes, I should think you probably are.
Yeah, far too old.
Well, I'm not quite there yet, but sometimes I'm up 14 times a night. Well, that's something to look forward to.
Thanks for your call, Paula.
I think I'd stop drinking liquids after midday.
Next, we should have Desmond on the line. Desmond, are you there?
Yeah, I want to know when we'll get our elections back.
Oh, sorry. Can we just cut him off? Next
No,
caller on the
Megan,
line
it's
is...
perfectly fine. It's a perfectly legitimate question. Am I right in saying, Desmond, that you disagree with some of our policies?
Absolutely right. Yes.
Completely understandable, but are we not safer? Crime is down and we're healthier than ever.
That might be true.
Well, it is true. We're better educated, less likely to be in poverty, happier.
Yes, true. But we should be able to choose our own governments.
I agree with you completely. But the system can't be trusted. We still see that around the world, the elites living in the pockets of corporations, pushing their ideologies of division, hatred and greed. And we see the uninformed millions return them to power against their best interests again and again, seduced by the lie that they can be a winner of a game that they'll always lose.
Right. Well, thank you.
Perhaps there will be a time where you no longer need us, but sadly, it's not now.
Thank you, Desmond. Wow. Tomorrow on the show, we're thrilled to announce we'll have another new pet. We'll be asking you to send in your ideas for names, so get your thinking caps on. But before we go tonight, it's time for an important announcement. Julia?
Thanks, Megan. Well, as you can't have failed to notice, last year we asked you to send in your entries for the National Anthem writing competition. Well, our judge...
That's acclaimed film score composer Jonathan Williamson.
Yes, Jonathan has been beavering away for the last 6 months listening to every single one of them. And I am pleased to announce that tonight we have a winner!
Yes, entries have flooded in from across the territories. And the standard this year has been incredibly
Gosh, stop
Some
breaking
went for
everywhere.
Slightly off-centre ideas. So before we announce the winner, we thought you'd like to hear a few that didn't quite make the top spot, but which stood out in the judges' opinions nonetheless.
Exactly like this entry from 6-year-old Jenny Daisy Chain.
Julia is the best. You don't care what she is, but I care what she is. Julia is best. Julia is the best.
Bless her.
So cute. Is that it? I mean, I could have done better, frankly. It was too short, isn't it? Clearly. So.
The 6-year-old
should have entered.
Patrick Bannon.
You did, didn't you, Patrick? More than once.
48 times, actually.
Crikey, you put in 48 entries.
Well, I didn't win, did I? I didn't even get shortlisted for these extracts.
Well, there were a surprisingly large amount of entries, so try not to take it too personally.
No, I'm not taking it personally. I'm absolutely fine with it.
Next up is this runner-up
She's
from
the
Mariah
runner-up.
O, saying Who Lives Right Here in the Capital.
Oh my gosh.
Yikes. What a powerful voice.
That's a little bit indulgent, isn't it? Really? Someone needs to lend her a consonant.
Yes, Jonathan enjoyed the performance, but felt it might not work in a choral context.
And it wasn't just soloists who entered, some of you banded together.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. Including this entry from the Arsminster Old Town Brass Band, which they called Harps for the People in B-flat minor.
Patrick Bannon is fuming, guys.
Oh, are you kidding now? Wow.
Jonathan thought it was catchy, but lacking in meaning.
That'd be all of my ones. I mean, it didn't even have any words, really, did it? So...
And finally, a special mention
Gosh,
to a
it's
band
not
called
that
Robbie
deep.
Deathstick of Satan for this impassioned entry.
Gosh. That really is a dick of Satan. Julia Salzberg does not like it, guys.
Crikey. Yes, Jonathan was impressed with the passion and musical need to be of the piece.
Sorry, is this some sort of joke?
So don't keep us in suspense any longer. Let's find out who won.
Well, after 6 arduous months of shortlisting, Jonathan surprised us all by picking his own entry.
Oh, of course he did.
Which is entitled simply Anthem.
And joining us to sing it tonight is acclaimed classical singer Helen Judge.
Helen Judge.
Hi, hello.
Wow, look at that.
Welcome to the Nightly Show.
It's an enormous pleasure to be here, Robin.
And you are a walking, talking example of how life begins at 30, I believe.
It would appear so.
Because not only are you one of the most respected choristers in the territories,
Gosh, that's incredibly kind.
but you are also author of Leaving Gregory, the autobiographical best-selling piece detailing how you left your horrible husband to pursue your dreams. I've read it, and I've got to say it's inspiring stuff. So good.
Gosh, thank you again. Yes, I just want all women to know it's never too late to wash those stubborn stains away and begin a fresh, new life.
And speaking of stubborn stains, do you ever see Gregory?
Oh, yes. Greg, come here. You see, once the book came out, he became pretty much unemployable. He begged for me back. I refused, of course. I didn't want him lazing about all day, so I keep him as my assistant. To be honest, he's about as useful as a cardboard asshole. Oh, there you are. Where's the book? Oh, for God's sake. Do you think I called you out here for your charm? Go and get the book, Greg. This is why I don't pay you! Do you see what I mean?
Cripes, yes.
So I just wanted to give a special mention to the Capitol Symphony Orchestra, who perform on the backing track that we'll be using tonight, and to the Grizzleford Male Voice Choir, who provide the gorgeous harmonies you can hear in the chorus. And finally, I just want to thank Jonathan Williamson for writing such an inspiring melody, and for flying me out to his villa for the weekend so we could really explore the piece together from his hot tub. He even let Greg set up a tent in the grounds, didn't he, Greg? Well, it's too late. Moment's gone.
Well, we have been practicing all day, so I think we might join in on the chorus if that's okay.
I'd be delighted.
I've queued it up on screen 3. This footage, I'm not going to lie, if you play it, there will be no undoing that decision. Advanced won't like it. Trouble will be a holiday destination in comparison to what we'll be in. But I think it's the right thing to do. Make your choice, Alex.
I'll go this one first, I guess.
Helen Judge, everybody!
There's no point in trying to hide it, Prime Minister. It's a challenging situation.
But how's this happened, Thomas? I was assured that the test was 99% safe.
Well, sadly, the results fell in the difficult 1%.
But I don't understand, how can contraception be irreversible?
Well done, Alex. You made the right choice. Whatever happens, has happened. I will stand by you on this. That footage needed to be shown, and we'll face the music together.
Across all the territories within 3 years.
70 to 90%.
You conceive, we estimate the vast majority of births will be unviable.
It was supposed to be opt-out contraception, a way of stopping accidental pregnancies and unwanted children.
Well, the best laid plans of mice and men.
But I don't understand. The test was only supposed to be in Territory 1. How is it spreading across the territories?
It's in the food chain, Prime Minister. It's in the soil and the seeds and the livestock. And we fear it could shortly become the dominant strain.
Irreversible?
Well, we could scorch the land, destroy our animals. We could beg for unaltered seeds and livestock from countries far geographically outside the territories.
They'd rather see us starve.
I can't argue with that assessment.
They'll hang me for this, Thomas.
It's not your fault, Jenny.
No, you're right. It isn't. Can your team be trusted?
Well, they know the consequence of breaking the Official Secrets Act, if that's what you mean.
How many could do us irreparable damage?
Less than 100. All the work has been compartmentalised on a need-to-know basis.
I'll need their names. This can never come out. Never. If it did, the consequences for order for this administration, our whole endeavour will be at risk.
Undoubtedly.
He looks like she's about to cry.
Radiation, an unforeseen side effect of a necessary evil.
It's scientifically possible, given the wind patterns.
And we'll need to prepare the population. Reframe the way they view starting a family, stress the advantages of a childless life. People can be surprisingly malleable when presented with a positive spin. And we'll need to accelerate the Transition Centre programme.
It has the capacity.
I need that list of names tonight, Thomas.
Is there no other way?
Can you think of one?
In time, possibly.
A luxury we sadly do not possess.
Shall I begin destroying the records?
No, the security services will take it from here. They can be relied upon to close off loose ends.
Of course.
I'll expect your resignation as well, Thomas.
Obviously.
And then I suggest that you, Jean, and the children find a quiet corner of the territories and start a new life. Do something mundane, unobtrusive.
Thank you, Julia.
There's no need to thank me, Thomas. We're old friends. You have 72 hours. After that, I'll need to give them your names as well.
I understand.
That will be all.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Oh gosh, that's... Yep, that's not good at all.
Get me Adrian at the services.
don't get it.
I do.
Where did this footage come from? I mean, this footage was illegally obtained. It's falsified, clearly.
Sorry, which is it?
What?
Was it illegally obtained or was it falsified? It can't be both.
Oh, well, clearly it is.
Prime Minister, that footage seems to show you and your chief scientific officer,
Dr. Thomas Wellington,
discussing a problem with our food. Is that correct?
Well, how would I know? I've never seen this footage before.
That was your office, Prime Minister.
Well, obviously, yes.
And that's Dr. Wellington.
Again, yes.
And you are discussing what I think you're discussing, Prime Minister.
Well, I can't read your mind, Megan, but I'd ask you to consider very carefully before continuing this line of questioning. Can we get the music back, please, Jenny?
My sister wanted children.
We tried. So many times before Stacey.
I've always wanted a large family. 5 or 6 kids. That's how I grew up.
That's a...
Prime Minister, the women are coming.
How long have we got?
Less than 2 minutes. You got this?
I was born for this. Prime Minister. Julia. What have you done?
To be preposterous, I haven't done anything.
The footage doesn't lie, Prime Minister.
Please, the footage does nothing but lie. It can be made to show anything, to prove any point. Surely you don't need me to tell you that. You're the territory's leading expert into massaging the facts into whatever shape we want. Why do you think you rose so high so quickly? It's not your journalistic integrity after all. That was Jeremy Donaldson's thing, and look where that got him.
Have you been covering up the sterilisation of the men and women of the territories, Prime Minister?
Don't be ridiculous.
Is there something wrong with our food, Prime Minister?
Of course not.
Will you be resigning your position, ma'am?
How dare you ask me that?
Will there be elections now, Miss Salisbury?
Will you be compensating your victims?
Will there be an inquiry?
Why is this one more impacting than the other?
To dignify these
Than Alan
conspiracy
James.
theories.
How many unviable births?
So many hundreds of thousands of grieving parents.
Is there blood on your hands, Prime Minister?
I don't have to put up with this.
Someone have that footage analysed if there's even a chance it's falsified.
I think we all know it isn't.
I can't do this.
Helen.
You have to say something.
What? What is there to say?
It's what you do. So do it.
I want to apologise to anyone who might have been upset by what they've just seen. Sorry, no, I want to apologise to all of you because you will have found tonight's programme upsetting. No, not that either. I don't think I want to apologise because you should be upset, you should be incandescent, you should be marching on team headquarters demanding answers. I know I will be. And if the footage we've seen tonight turns out to be genuine, as I have no doubt it will, you should be asking yourself how we got here. And I think you'll conclude that it had an awful lot to do with me and people like me. People who should have been asking questions on your behalf. We were journalists, the gatekeepers of truth, and now, with this shit show, the great misdirection played out nightly, so bright and fun and shiny that you can't see what's happening right in front of your face. Well, that's on us, that's on me. And I thought that if I compromised a little, I could still do a lot. That it was impossible to make a change unless you were on the inside, so I bent a little and I went along with the small things. And now the small things are all that's left. Because when the change is happening so slowly, when it's only one cut a day, well then it's easy to forget that you're bleeding. And one day there's no blood left, just dust. And celebrity chefs. My name's Megan Wolf, and I am sorry for misleading you, night after night. Only you can make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
So what happens now? You all get fired, I guess.
Bozeman wants to see you all on the 15th floor.
Well, that's that then.
No. Don't rule Bozeman out just yet.
Yeah, Bozeman likes...
He plays his cards close to his chest, and he still hasn't forgiven them for putting us into public ownership.
And don't forget, Bozeman is the one who put Jeremy in the seat in the first place.
He'd been proud of us tonight. Jeremy, wouldn't he?
Damn straight.
He'd have fucking loved it.
Oh, look at that. Another ending. I think this one has 3 endings. I don't want to keep trying, but I'm gonna do the other one, and then I'm gonna look. Because what if I censor all the blue stuff? What happens then? I'm assuming nothing will. It doesn't seem too crazy.
But our top story tonight, an historic election win for Advance today as they are re-elected in a landslide victory.
What?
Prime Minister Katie Brightman looked triumphant as she thanked a record number of voters for returning her to office for a 3rd term. Approval ratings are through the roof for the politician, who initially ran on a ticket of universal basic income and free education, and who was responsible for the peaceful transition of power back to the now independent former territories. During the campaign, she's promised to instigate a 4-day working week and to make the climate emergency a #1 priority. Speaking today, Ms. Brightman called the result a triumph for democracy and for us all. Later tonight, our political editor Robin Short will be interviewing Portia Hamilton-Mann about the donor scandal that rocked the party.
That's a brighter future. That's like one of the best ones, right? All fall down. Jeremy's injustice. Man, I really want to do these other ones too. Alright guys, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna end the episode here, actually. I'm gonna continue this series later. I'm gonna take a break off this game. I don't want to do the same shit over and over again. So if you do not mind, I'm gonna just let it go. You know what? Thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you guys, gals, or whatever. Maybe you're a pencil for all I care. That sounds a little too weird. But make sure you like and subscribe so YouTube recommends this video or my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.